I must admit I've heard a different version of your private comments about your ambition to become Premier, but there you go. How are Anthony Albanese and Peter Dutton viewed by West Australians? You've done a lot of door knocking. No doubt there was some talk about federal politics during that time. What have you heard from West Australians about both leaders? Because I don't think either is particularly popular here.
Yeah, look, I'm not being unkind, and there will be people who will watch this and say, well, he's running for the Libs, he's going to say this. Peter Dutton, pretty neutral, liked and understood and respected, pretty neutral. Anthony Albanese is on the nose with West Australian voters. That has been very, very clear. And if you want any evidence of that, Anthony Albanese did not come to Western Australia during the formal part of the campaign. Now, I'll be fair, I think he maybe was going to come late yesterday.
Yeah, he was going to come yesterday,
the day before the election, Yeah, but the day before the election, I mean, that is an in and out visit to fly under the radar. If you're really coming to be part of the election effort, you're not coming on the afternoon of the election eve. And so for federal Labor, that is clearly an issue here in Western Australia. Where I am, we're in the federal seat of Curtin. Kate Chaney is the sitting MP. We have independents running in the seats of Churchlands, Nedlands and Cottesloe. They represent 75% of the federal seat of Curtin. So something to look at tonight is how those independents who are funded by Climate 200 and Simon Holmes at Court, how they fare. And I think that will give everybody around the country an accurate guide as to where the Teals might be, certainly here in Western Australia, as we work our way towards the federal election a little bit later in the year now. My sense is that our very fine candidate... Go on.
No, you make the point. Sorry, I interrupted. You finish that point. That was a good one.
Look, my sense is that Tom White, he has been pre-selected. He is the Liberal candidate. He's been out there working for 12 months. He's going to take it right up to Kate Chaney. She is a formidable and an opponent to be respected by the Liberal Party. But in Tom White, we've pre-selected, I think, about as good a candidate as you could have selected for the seat of Curtin. That will be close and tight. But perhaps tonight we get a bit of a guide as to where the Teal brand is in Western Australia. And I'll just say this, in many ways, it feels like WA Labor have been campaigning against federal Labor. They've been dousing down Nature Positive. We know their position on the Aboriginal Cultural Heritage Act. There are many things where they've taken positions that are in contrast to Anthony Albanese and federal Labor. And that, I think, tells you where the Labor brand federally is at in Western Australia in the early part of 2025.
Basil Zempilas, thank you. Appreciate it. We know where you're a politician now, but the journalist is coming through, still giving us some tips on what to analyse across that seat of Curtin. We appreciate your time. All the best in Churchlands.